My kid, you are going to be banned, and you have no clue how this ban from a critical element of your life will impact your life forever. Child, do not let your concentration be fragmented or disturbed. For everything I am sharing with you in this message is intended to bless you. Child, you are going to confront a critical period in your life because you are about to be barred from a location that is really important to you. Yes, my kid, you are going to be cut off from a place you cherish, a location where you previously found pleasure, contentment, and a feeling of belonging. But listen to me carefully. This elimination is not intended to destroy you, but rather to rectify, realign, and awaken you. You don't see what I see. You don't know what I know. What seems to you as punishment is really my divine preservation. I'm not pushing you away out of anger, but rather drawing you closer through discipline. You put your heart where it shouldn't be. You have based your expectations on changing sands. You've let yourself get lured into a pattern that takes you away from me. I've whispered. I've pulled at your heart. I sent indications, but you did not see them. So, out of love and compassion, I am letting the door to shut. For if I don't, you'll be distracted and worse. You will get comfortable in a location where I never intended for you to remain. This prohibition, my darling, will not last forever. It's the beginning. I am removing what is transient so that I might give you what is everlasting. You perceive loss, but I see growth. You perceive rejection, whereas I see redirection. You see agony. I see change. Trust me. I am the Lord, your God. I have your times and seasons in my palm. Nothing affects your life without my awareness. And whatever I allows works for your benefit. The area you're being removed from, although it offered you joy, was beginning to distort your judgment. You started to seek affirmation there. You started to rely on a claim which could not fulfill your soul. Your identity began to change imperceptibly from being grounded in me to being influenced by what others thought and how the world reflects back to you. My child, I will not allow anything or anybody to sit on your heart's throne but me. So I'm taking action now. You have been barred not by happenstance or unjustly, but by my plan. Others may carry it out, but I am the author. Do not fight this procedure. Do not struggle to remain where I have called you, but do not linger in misery. Allow the tears to flow, but don't let them blind you to the reality. I'm with you. I'm guiding you. I'm doing something new. And it starts with this important elimination. Do you recall how a seed must fall to the ground and die before it may yield fruit? This is the time for you. What is dying is not your purpose, but your reliance on things and places that cannot satisfy it. I'm trimming you so you can flourish. I'm shutting off access to what you thought you needed so you may find that I'm your source. I am your supporter. I am the one who sees the conclusion from the beginning and writes your life's tale with accuracy and affection. Do not refer to this prohibition as a curse, my kid. It's a gift in disguise. It's a barricade that protects you from what may have derailed you. It's a locked door that keeps you safe from the trap ahead. It is a redirection that allows you to walk on higher land. I will not let you stay where you are no longer secure. I will not deceive your soul with settings that undermine your fire, calling, purity, and concentration. Yes, a kid. I understand how much this hurts. I know you don't comprehend why I would accept anything like this. But my methods are not the same as yours. My ideas are not the same as yours. My goals are superior to yours, just as the skies are superior to the earth. And I am not done with you. In truth, what you're about to enter will make sense of every moment that seems meaningless right now. What I am preparing for you will far outweigh everything you believe you are losing. I do not want to squander your grief. I will not waste your tears. I bottle everyone and keep track of every heartbreak. I'm not far. I am not mute. I am nearby, and I am speaking right now. Don't lose hope. This is not a rejection. This is a redirection. This isn't abandonment. This is an invitation to a deeper level inside myself. Come closer, my kin. Let go of your need to be understood by others. Let go of the need to repair what I am purposefully demolishing. I understand how your heart longs to remain where you have become accustomed. But I've summoned you beyond what's known. I've summoned you into the unknown, where my glory awaits. You cannot carry this baggage with you. You cannot use these old wineskins in the following outpouring. What worked in the previous season will not help you in the next. As a result, I must thoroughly clean the break. I must cut what you will never let go of on your own. This is love. This is grace. This is me as God. You may be misconstrued. You may be slandered. You may feel alone. But you shall be vindicated. I will lift you up. I'll reward you with insight, power, and glory. Allow me to fight for you. Allow me to defend your cause. Your identity is not tied to your access to a platform. It does not include your engagement in a community. It is in me, your Creator, Redeemer, and Heavenly Father. I named you before anybody else knew you. I selected you before you could choose me. I implanted talents inside you that no man can remove. You're not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not disqualified. You're being set aside. You are concealed so that you might be cured. You are being disguised so that I might show myself to you in more profound ways. The wildness you experience is not punishment. It's a preparation. It is a hallowed zone where I will speak to you, instruct you, and reveal truths that only those who are calm and surrendered may hear. My child, this is the time to be still and know that I am God. Do not rush to open doors that I have not decreed. Do not ask for access that I have denied. Do not pursue those who cannot bear the weight of your calling. I will bring together the proper individuals, opportunity, and timing. Trust my timing. It's never early, never late, and always perfect. You do not have to struggle. You do not have to explain yourself. You do not need to panic. What is meant for you will not miss you. What you miss was never supposed to be yours. Take comfort in me. Rely on my promises. Hide in my presence. Allow me to anchor you deeper than the waves of the world can reach. The storm may roar, but it will not sink you. The flames may burn, but they will not devour you. I am by you through it all, and I am bringing you out purer, stronger, and more focused than ever before. I'm cleansing your intentions. I'm homing your vision. I'm sculpting your heart. This prohibition is only a weapon in my arsenal to bring you into line with your destiny. What seems to be a wall is really a curve in the road. What seems to be the conclusion is really the beginning of a heavenly narrative twist. I'm not writing a tragedy. I'm preparing a testimony. And one day, you'll look back and thank me for closing the doors, removing the platforms, and silencing the voices. You will not stay where you are. This wildness isn't your grave. It's your garden. I'm growing you here. I'm watering you with my soul. I'm protecting you from parasites that might otherwise ruin your fruit. You're not invisible to me. You are not worthless. You're not forgotten. I'm working behind the scenes. I am organizing details. I am accomplishing more than you can fathom right now. My darling kid, you understand this fully. Things that happen against your will, or that seem to clash with your expectations, are not necessarily negative for you. In many cases, they are just what you need. You view them as interruptions, I see them as interventions. You are in agony right now, but I am working through it to protect you. What you see as denial is often my deliverance. What seems to be a setback is often a blessing in disguise. I'm not just watching your life develop. I am actively engaged, organizing every step to guarantee that you do not get into a situation from which you cannot recover. You pray to be guided by my will. But when my will conflicts with your wants, you wonder whether I am still good. But listen to me, kid. My kindness is not confined to when things goes according to plan. My kindness is what saves you from plunging headfirst into disaster. I see where you can't. I understand what you do not. I protect you from things you would select with your entire heart, not realizing they would hurt you beyond repair. I say no to doors you pound on because I know what is beyond them. I said wait when you played for speed since I know you aren't prepared for the storm. I allow interruptions and heartbreaks not to hurt you, but to protect your destiny. Consider the ancients. Joseph, my servant, had aspirations of fame and control. But what followed were chains of treachery and imprisonment. His brothers sold him against his will. He was forcefully tossed into a pit. He was imprisoned and forgotten in a dungeon. But I was never absent. My hand was on him in the pit, the jail, and finally in the palace. What seemed to be diversions were really heavenly preparations. What seemed to be injustice was the path that took him to Egypt, to Pharaoh, and to provide not only for himself, but also for countries. What would have occurred if I had responded to Joseph's plea to flee earlier? What if I had liberated him before time? He would have missed the point of ascension. He would not have comprehended the dream that led to royalty. You see, my darling, not everything you want to be free of is your adversary. Some jails purify you. Some delays shape you. Certain rejections protect you. Consider Moses. He was nurtured in Pharaoh's palace, taught among the greatest, and was driven to rescue his people. Nonetheless, in a fit of rage, he killed an Egyptian, certain he was doing the right thing. What came next was 40 years in the bush, in a place that looked like punishment. But that wasn't punishment, it was preparedness. If Moses had led Israel with his early passion, he would have done it using his own power. But in the desert, I robbed him of his pride. I taught him how to hear my voice. I gave him my name. I trained him to not only lead, but also to communicate with me. You term it delay, youngster. I call it training. You call it exile. I refer to it as disguised elevation. Even my own son Jesus followed a path full with contradictions. The people he came to rescue rejected him. The throng chanted, Hosanna one day, crucify him the next. His disciples left him. The crucifixion did not provide him comfort, yet it was in my will. Could I have spared him? Yes, but then redemption would not have been bought. Against his human will, he said, do your will, not mine. Salvation came about via submission. My will did not feel good at that time, but it was always wonderful. My will caused him anguish, but it ultimately conquered the world. You see, my child. The route I take you down may twist and curve unexpectedly. There will be scary corners, barriers that annoy you, and abrupt shifts that confound you. But I'm the one carrying the map. You're not lost. I'm not experimenting with your life. I am carrying out a plan that was created before you breathed your first breath. Nothing is wasted, even the detours. You believe you are being delayed, but I am training you to trust beyond what you see. You believe you are being denied, but I am creating something in your character that only fire can bring about. You believe you are being punished, but I am saving you from pits you have no idea you are approaching. Allowing you to get your way in every situation would wreck you. If I gave you everything you wanted when you wanted it, you would not become the person I created you to be. You are not forgotten even if the response is no. You are not being neglected when the road shifts. You are being shielded from deep excavations, chasms that would swallow you whole if I did not reroute your path. Sometimes you can't see the serpent under the surface, but I do. Sometimes you can't see the counterfeit opportunity, but I do. And I love you too much to allow you put yourself in danger. I know you sobbed over that relationship, but I could see the sacrifice it would need. I know you regretted the missed chance, but I recognized how it would sap your delight. I know you were confused when that friendship ended, but I recognized how it would take you away from your purpose. Everything I remove is done with divine purpose, and I carefully control everything I allow. I don't make errors with your life. When I say no, it is because I believe the yes is bigger. When I shut a door, it is because there is another door that leads to purpose, not simply pleasure. When I take anything away, it's because you were relying too much on it. I will not let a false foundation exist in your life. I will not allow you to build on sand. I'll test the ground. I shall shake what can be shaken, leaving just what is permanent. You must learn to trust me beyond your feelings. Your feelings are valid, but they are not necessarily accurate. Your emotions may fool you, but I will never lead you wrong. I am not frightened of your uncertainty or fury. Bring everything to me. Pour out your heart, but don't let your anguish drive you away from me. You're approaching me. Let me clarify what you don't grasp right now. Allow me to wrap my arms around your questions and provide you serenity that beyond comprehension. I will never squander your time. I will never leave you in the midst of your journey. I am not merely the God of the destination, and I am the God of the journey. I'm with you through every twist and turn. In the evenings of grief, I sit with you. When you don't know what to pray about, I sing over you. I am not just present when things go well. I'm present when everything seems to go wrong. Your difficulties include benefits. Your rejections contain discoveries. Your disappointments contain valuable lessons. Do not be so quick to detest what makes you uncomfortable. I often conceal my finest gifts under conditions that need trust to unwrap. If you merely pursue what feels nice, you may overlook what is genuinely excellent. If you always travel on smooth paths, you will never develop the stamina required for the mountain ahead. I sometimes protect you by delaying you. Sometimes I love you by withholding. Sometimes I protect you by eliminating things you thought you couldn't live without. And sometimes I make you experience the sting of your own will so that you might learn to value my will above all else. My will isn't always easy, but it is always the best. My will may not always feel comfortable, but it will always lead to serenity. Even Paul, my servant, implored me 3 times to take the thorn from his body, but I refused. Was I cruel? No, I was kind. Because of that thorn, he learned reliance. My strength was enhanced by my vulnerability. What he regarded as a constraint became an opportunity for me to grow. What he would serve as a gateway to more grace. You must understand, my child, that unanswered prayers are not evidence of my absence. They are evidence of my knowledge. Trust me throughout the gaps. Trust me amid the solitude. Trust me when the door slams in your face. Trust me when the people you care about go away. Trust me when you're left out, looked over, misinterpreted. Trust that I see everything, and I am putting it all together for your benefit. Everything, not just a few things. Even the agony, sadness, and tears you shed while no one is looking. I am there, capturing every tear, keeping every broken piece of your heart, and weaving them into a tapestry of beauty and majesty. There is no deep dig that I have not previously defended you against. There were traps you didn't see, providential diversions that saved you from long nights of sobbing. You implored me to unlock some doors, unaware that they would take you away from my voice. I know the route that leads to life, and I will not allow you to deviate from it if your heart stays devoted to me. You will comprehend in due time. Now grasp my hand. Let me lead you through the darkness. Allow me to be the light in your life when your plans fail. I'll offer you beauty in exchange for ashes. I will give you power to compensate for your weaknesses. I will reconstruct any location that seems to be devastated. And I will restore you to something much greater, richer, and more in line with who I made you to be. Do not let your losses define your life. Do not base your value on who departed. Your path should not be defined by a closed door. Define your life with my love. Define your trip with my fidelity. Define your value with my sacrifice. I've never left you. I have never abandoned you. Even in your darkest night, I was there, closer than your breath, watching, protecting, and communicating. You may not realize it right now, but one day you will look back and thank me for every unmet plea, every blocked path, and every no that became a bigger yes. You will be grateful for the folks I eliminated. You will delight over the seasons that have passed. You'll be amazed at how I managed to write a better narrative than you could have imagined. And on that day, you will see clearly what you have only seen through tears up until now. Walk with faith. Trust in my heart even if you can't find my hand. Give up your will. Not because you're defeated, but because you think I know better. Let me write the tale. Allow me to be the author and finisher of your faith. I do everything well. In the end, you will not need anything. I will not break any of the promises I have made throughout your life. My word is everlasting, as is my love for you. Breathe, my kid. Rest. You are secure in my will, even if it seems alien. You are cherished in my plan, even if it contradicts your rationality. Even when the path ahead seems to be obscured, you are encircled by my kindness. I will not let go of you. I will not stop working for your benefit. What occurs against your will may crush your heart, but it will not violate my commitment. You're mine. That's enough. That will always be sufficient. Let me guide you into what your eyes have not seen. Ears have not heard and hearts have not conceived. But what I've planned for those who adore me. Trust me. Even now, I'm safeguarding you.